Hey guys, it's Amy Lee Simpson. I'm coming at you today pretty charged up because I had this incredible dream and I woke up feeling just real charged up in the spirit. So, what I saw in my dream was this battlefield that had basically burned to the ground. Everything was still smoldering ashes. There were no signs of life. It was essentially a wasteland of a war zone where it seemed like everything had been laid bare, right? And what was really interesting is as I saw this space, I wasn't feeling the despair of loss. I felt invigorated and inspired to pray and to speak and call out to dry bones. And so from the sidelines, that's what I started doing, almost like a champion in the faith. I was cheering on what seemed dormant and dead. And what happened at that point was things started to stir on the ground, and I saw these warriors arise from the ashes. And God spoke to me and said, "This will be the battle cry of the redeemed." And so God gave me this word this morning, and I wanted to speak it over you because I feel like whether you feel like you're the one that is laid out on the battlefield and you need new life to be spoken over you, and you are going to lift that battle cry of redemption, or you're the one on the sidelines that needs to be calling out to those dry bones and calling them to come awake. That this is a word for both of us, both of those warriors, the one on the field and the one off the field, to just call us out of our slumber, wake us up, and get us ready for this next assignment from the Lord. So this is the word of the Lord, the battle cry of the redeemed. It says, "Warriors are rising from the wasteland of an evil and perverse parody of my promised land. Where you see the ravages of depravity and greed, I see the ground cleared to be taken back for the kingdom of heaven by those that once delighted in their iniquity. Yes, I am rising up the redeemed to restake my claim on your cities and your nation. You are not lost to me. I have not hidden you from my sight. And though many prefer to keep hardened hearts and deaf ears to the truth echoing from the bold ones, the time is coming where I will amplify the voices of the unlikely. They will awaken the deceived from their slumbers. Their voices arising from the ashes of hell's war zone will be recommissioned for the gospel of hope. They will sound a battle cry of the redeemed, waving a banner of freedom and truth that will break every yoke." So I just want to encourage and inspire you today to just take up that mantle, that assignment today to raise up the battle cry of the redeemed so that God's truth and freedom will reign once again in our land. I believe that these are the times for that, for the ecclesia to rise up and not be silent, and for those slumbering or the ones that feel like they have lost the battle to lift up their voice in a battle cry of the redeemed.